would you say was a snub?
Caitlin.
Okay, how would you feel if I was on Team USA?
Okay.
And I had worked all of these years, I did all of these trials, I did all of these things, I went through all of these cuts, and then this girl comes, right? She ain't do not a practice, not a nothing, and we in this team done practiced together and did all of that, and she just come and she just take my spot because she lit right now. How would you feel?
In this new day and time, it happens.
The LPGA's brilliant move to feature Clark has everyone talking, and it's not about basketball. Now you're probably wondering, wait, what does golf have to do with the WNBA? Buckle up, because we're about to show you how one smart play by the LPGA just schooled the WNBA in marketing 101, and trust me, you won't believe what the WNBA missed out on.
It's been a couple of months since we've had the opportunity to see Caitlin Clark in action as her rookie campaign came to a sudden end in the first round of the WNBA playoffs. Her first pro season was marked with a variety of ups and downs, from setting a variety of not only rookie records, but league records as a rookie, but also a slew of very hard fouls and certainly a lot of controversy about the amount of attention she was getting in a league of what appears to be jealous co-workers.
And Clark. I mean, that's clearly a foul which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary?
It was when the LPGA made the decision to invite Caitlin Clark to their pro-am that we got a chance to see a contrast in not just her being who she is on a golf course as compared to who she is on the basketball court, but seeing her celebrated.
Here's the deal. The LPGA invited Caitlin to a Pro-Am event. At first, this wasn't even going to be on TV. Can you believe it? But then something crazy happened. Fans started blowing up the LPGA's social media. They were begging to see Caitlin play golf. It was like nothing the LPGA had seen before.
Yo, Pete, man, what's your view on Shorty get left off the Olympic team?
I mean, I just thought it was a bad move.
Me too, yo. I
mean,
thought
whether you like it or not, you're trying to grow the women's game. Whether you like it or not, this is an opportunity. Now, the U.S. said, they came out and said,
yeah, she ain't had enough reps.
well, it don't matter. I don't care what the reps is. And I don't care how political this is. Yeah, it's politics. Yep. It sure is.
When in the summer of 2024, Caitlin Clark was announced to not be a member of the women's basketball team traveling to the Paris Olympics, many of us shook our heads in disbelief. A league in the WNBA that had lost money since its inception had an opportunity to energize its sport, and it chose not to. It was a decision that many of us just couldn't understand. But it was clear one league would not make this mistake.
So what did the LPGA do? They listened. Instead of shrugging off the buzz, they put the event on television, making it accessible for fans eager to watch Caitlin Clark's golf debut.
When the LPGA had the opportunity to showcase a bright, shining star in their sport, not only did they seize the opportunity, they made the most of it, using clever advertising and being very crafty with their pairings. They found a way to use the spotlight that Caitlin Clark had around her to do the opposite of what the WNBA did. And instead, they used her to grow the sport organically.
But they didn't stop there. They paired Caitlin with Nelly Korda, the world's top golfer. Talk about a power duo. This move highlighted Caitlin's popularity while drawing attention to Nelly and the LPGA.
Caitlin, you liked an Instagram post last night from Taylor Swift that got a lot of attention. And I'm just curious if you could tell us what that post meant to you, and if you are in fact potentially going to endorse Kamala Harris. Thank you.
I think for myself is, I have this amazing platform, so I think the biggest thing would be just encourage people to register to vote. I think for myself, this is the second time I can vote in an election. At age 22, I could vote when I was 18, so I think do that. That's the biggest thing I can do with the platform that I have, and that's the same thing Taylor did. And I think continue to educate yourself with the candidates that we have, the policies that they're supporting. I think that's the biggest thing you can do, and that's what I would recommend to every single person that has that opportunity in our country.
With perhaps the most spirited election of our lifetimes coming to a close, it's very easy for us older voters to forget that people as young as 22 are participating in this very spirited process for the first or maybe second time. And to see Caitlin Clark hold her poise in an interview about a political question as well as she did is a reminder that even in this very spirited time, there are some with the media savvy and training to not let their politics overtake their public persona. As would be expected to come with such a spirited election, the memes of a very disappointed losing party have started to surface, and they show of people that are watching things go a certain way and taking glee in their not being a part of it because they voted a different way. And you can even hear seasoned political pundits, people who have gotten advanced degrees and have had many times shown their face on professional platforms like CNN, go to a place that was thought unthinkable before.
Government of the United States in any capacity.
Osama bin Laden sitting down in the Oval Office with the president?
Listen,
would they have had Osama bin Laden
if Osama bin Laden were elected,
sitting down with the president?
Well, can I just point out a point?
He's a terrorist. This man is a terrorist.
Guys, this isn't that. That's not the point. All I'm saying is we can go off the cliff.
It is the point. It is absolutely the point.
Well, let me hear Andrew. Let me hear what you have to say, Andrew.
You can go off the cliff and never, ever get power again.
The long list of accolades accumulated by Caitlin Clark in not just her inaugural WNBA season, but her well-storied college career is almost too long to list in a single video stream. But she added another accolade to her long list of them by the way she carried herself in a rookie season where she was clearly a target of many hard fouls, as well as a league that did not seem to value her as much as the people around the league thought that she should have been. Her getting the proper attention and celebration in the LPGA is a representation of not just how valuable she has become, but it's also a show of how in a vacuum that is centered on certain types of politics, people can misread the bigger picture. And what is the bigger picture? That the WNBA should have not just celebrated her, but used her to be the spotlight for growing the league. Even if you were in the league and you did not agree with her being spotlighted, grin and bear it and live to fight another day. Instead, Caitlin Clark could have very easily said, I want to see the WNBA get, quote unquote, burned to the ground. Let it burn. But she never did that. She held her tongue. She lived to fight another day. And when it was all over, the people that valued her found her. And she was found without saying a single bad thing about the WNBA. For the young ladies who are, instead of holding their tongue for another day, pointing and saying, watch it burn, with the 92% on their shirts, they may not get the same grace that Caitlin Clark had, because, simply put, Caitlin Clark knew when to hold her tongue. Something that most all of us can learn a lesson or two from. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in my next video. Take care.